Coach Mack mentioned this a little bit after the game, but do you think you guys made some believers out of people with that victory? I think there were some people who were saying that some teams were coming too close to you and that sort of thing.
I'm not really sure what the outside world is thinking, but I believe that we made believers in ourselves. Just coming off the 3-game road trip that we just came off, I know that I got a grown belief for what we can do this season, so I'm not really sure what the outside world thinks.
What is that belief?
Just that we can do anything. You know, anything is possible. We've had a tough road throughout the season, a lot of ups and downs, but just coming off this last stretch, I believe that we can do anything.
Do you pay much attention right now to like ACC standings and think about postseason standing, or are you just taking it one day at a time? Postseason standing is in like ACC tournaments, securing the bye and all that.
Okay. Nah, I wouldn't say I think about the postseason standings, but I do like to check in on what the rankings are looking like right now. Teams that are losing, who's losing to who, how our teams battling other teams, just to keep up with how the conference is going, especially teams that we have a game coming up for, maybe that we have played, and maybe they're playing a team that we play soon. So just checking up with how things are shaping around the conference now, as in today. Yeah, I'll say I stay in tune with it.
Your optimism has grown. Is that a function just of winning games, or has the emergence of some of the freshmen changed the look of this team?
I think a little bit of both. I would say that the freshman growing does a lot for us. It does do a lot for us. It gives us depth. It's going to be nights where, God forbid, somebody may get hurt a little bit or foul trouble. So people are going to have to step up, and the growth of them will really show when those times come.
Malik, how much defensively have you guys grown as a team in the last couple of weeks? I mean, you scored points the other night, but defensively, or especially early in that game, you just kept turning them over time after time again.
I think defense will do it for us every single night, no matter who we go out and play. If we're going to do the job that we need to do on the defensive end, then we can accomplish anything. I mean, like you said, I think through like the first 10 minutes, they had 10 points maybe when we were down at Cameron. So just to hold a team like that with the caliber athletes that they have, it's a really good thing to do, especially while we're going down on the other end and scoring.
You've just won 3 in a row on the road. What you did Saturday, not many teams do, winning at Cameron. Now you come home and play, quote, a lesser team in Georgia Tech. How do you keep yourself and the rest of your teammates from not being as sharp this game?
Just let them know that now that we're ACC, like it's every single night there's going to be a battle. Like this Georgia Tech team that we have on Wednesday, they're a good team. They're a good basketball team. They win and run 3 ACC road games, I believe, already this year. I mean, and to do that in our conference, it's a huge accomplishment. So coming into the Young won't feel any different for them. Like no pressure on their shoulders. It's just about us coming out and being us every night.
On defense, the way you guys limited, I guess I would say, Kerry, I mean, you really bonded up to him, really did a good job on him. You won't face many guys quite like him, but how does that make you, how does that help your confidence, if it does, just in defending big guys down the road in the future?
I mean, it does a lot. He's a talented young player who has a lot of upside and a bright future. So to go out there and, just limit his numbers, we know that they're a team who likes to kind of go through him to get the offense working and like pound it inside. So just me and Steve being able to do that job of being the aggressors and pretty much not letting him get any easy looks at all throughout the entire game is what we need every night, especially when the other team's big factor is their big man.
Speaking of confidence, how much has being healthy allowed you to do more things, giving you more confidence to do different things?
Yeah, as I continue to come back, I feel good, but it's just about just keeping my wing getting higher and just being able to fight the little things. Like, there's just going to be times in the games where I may come down funny or something like that, and it just feels a little funny. So just being able to fight through those, especially because it's not hurting as bad anymore, is growing my confidence because I feel better as I play the game.
Malik, you touched on Georgia Tech. What have they been able to do when they've had success that has made them a good opponent?
I learned a little bit more about that today as we dive in deeper to them, but I just know that they're an aggressive team. They got a lot of playmakers on the offensive end. Their 2 guards, Alvarado and DeVoe, they're 2 talented players who can light it up on on the offensive end, and then they got a pretty decent zone that they get into that kind of befuddles teams.
Malik, when you look at on the floor, when somebody's watching your team, you're the one guy that never seems to get down. You're always not happy, but kind of get going and get your teammates going. How do you do that? And a lot of guys maybe put their head down when they miss shots and that, and you seem to be the one that kind of pick them up. Where'd that come from?
I think that doing that won't get anything out of it for me. I think keeping the confidence and keeping the upside to things will bring out better in you. Like if I shoot a shot and I miss, and then I hold my head down and I go back on defense that next possession, like things can go bad. I might forget something because I'm thinking about that last play. So just having that next play mentality, and then I think that my teammates seeing that it helps them with a boost of confidence too. Just trying to keep them confident in their shot and everything.
You and Steve each made some big threes on Saturday, but before that game you hadn't really shot that well from the perimeter. Why do you think that was?
Just continued confidence, knowing that the next shot is going to go in.
Is there a reason you think that it wasn't falling in the games before?
Just got to work more at it.
Well, what kind of shape, you've played the team, has played 4 road games, won them all, played the 2 best other teams in the conference. What kind of shape do you think you're in the ACC as far as title chase and so forth going forward?
I mean, we're sitting at, I believe, 6-1, and only one other team is, but yeah, only one other team is like that in conference. So right now we're sitting in good shape, but we got to keep fighting into the end. Like it's gonna be game after game, night by night, and we got to go out there and play the same every single night for us to finish off with 1 loss in ACC.
You're one of 7 teams that have been number 1 this year in the rankings. Have you seen all these other teams? Do you have an opinion about the relative strength of where you stand up with Baylor, Gonzaga, and teams like that, or have you seen enough of them to know?
I wouldn't say that I've seen enough of them to know. I've seen enough of us to know though. Like we played some of the best teams in the country. Like Duke was number 1 at a point this season, and I mean we just wouldn't beat them. So it's about us every night. Like it won't be another team that just comes out and beat us. It will be us like not playing our game in my eyes.
Malik, after the Florida State game, I think you said, maybe paraphrasing a little bit, we need to get back to how we played when we became the number 1 team in the country. Have you gotten to that point yet, and what is that for you?
I think we're working back towards there. I'm not sure what that point will be. Like, I won't know till we get there. It might not be until the last game of ACC. It might not be until the tournament, but that's just us going out there and having the same mindset as player number 1 through 16 of we're going to get this win and we're going to do everything that we need to do. Like, if you got boxing, having box, blocking out, and being able to check all of those boxes off throughout the entire game will get us back to being number 1.